Veterans across the Southeast are fighting to get the VA to recognize a muscle disease as service-related. Last week, we introduced you to an Army veteran here in Bradenton. There's also a Navy veteran in Georgia living with the same disease. It's similar to ALS. Rebecca Lindstrom takes you inside his home, where he's hoping to make a difference for other veterans across the United States so they won't have their diagnosis denied.
For this interview, William Augie DeAugustinis didn't need to pull up a chair. He was already in one.
I quickly started having problems with my legs, just a straight line progression to a life in a wheelchair.
Rather than a place to pause, his chair has become a way to move.
Went through 5 different doctors trying to come up with a diagnosis.
That diagnosis, inclusion body myositis, IBM. It is a slow muscular degenerative disease. He will eventually lose control of his arms, perhaps even his ability to swallow, as he has seen happen to other veterans with the disease.
It's 100% disability.
But unlike another similar disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, IBM is not automatically considered service-connected by the VA. That means veterans like Augie have to prove their illness was caused by their military service. It is a process that took him more than a decade.
They need the benefits, not just the compensation, but the other benefits like the medical care, the car adaptations, the housing adaptations, and they're getting buried in paperwork while their diseases are progressing.
That's Ursula McCabe, an attorney that has now helped represent nearly 80 veterans like Augie.
It's life-changing.
It's life-changing.
Or at least lifestyle-changing.
Yes. We're still going to have IBM at the end of the day, but the IBM is much more manageable when you have the tools to deal with it.
If you've never heard of IBM, you're not alone. It is rare. But depending on the study and how you do the math, advocates believe the number of veterans diagnosed with IBM may be anywhere from 6 to 19 times higher than the general population. That is a wide range because nobody formally tracks IBM diagnoses.
That's the airplane that's hanging over my wings there.
Augie believes it was caused by toxic exposures during his time as a Navy pilot in Iceland.
Our offices were inside of a hangar, a lot of maintenance going on in there, a lot of exposures to solvents and degreasers and jet fuel. And sometimes I went on a 10-hour mission with my sleeve soaked in de-icing fluid.
Dr. Thomas Lloyd, the chair of neurology at Baylor College of Medicine, and researchers at UNC in Chapel Hill have written the VA about the connection they believe exists between IBM and ALS based off their lab research.
We think that it's probably triggered by the immune system going haywire, so it probably starts off as an autoimmune disease.
Augie says he has seen the research play out in real life. A crewmate who also served 2 tours in Iceland was diagnosed with ALS. He got automatic benefits, while Augie with IBM had to fight.
The awareness has increased significantly.
Now he has joined other veterans to change that.
It's a work of love for us now. We don't want to see the people coming up behind us have to go through 10, 12 years of frustration.
From a cockpit to a wheelchair, Augie says he's still a soldier, but his fight now is for others who served.
Rebecca Lindstrom with that report. And 10 Investigates has partnered with investigative teams from across the country to tell these stories. You can watch the half-hour investigative documentary, Diagnosis Denied, streaming right now on the 10 Tampa Bay News app. If you point your phone at that QR code right there, it will take you to that documentary, and you can see how this is impacting veterans across our country and how lawmakers are promising to fix it. Watch Diagnosis Denied on the 10 Tampa Bay News app on your TV or phone.